sketchy walk down to the bass grounds. So, afternoon there everyone. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning into this video today. Yeah, we're coming up with the lures today. Sorry for the delay on video recently, just been super busy again, just that time of year, and yeah, the fishing's been pretty slow. But yeah, I apologise for any wind noise, a bit blustery, but when we get to the mark it should be okay. We've probably got 2 marks we're probably going to fish today. We're probably going to be fishing, yeah, where we're going today, a little gully, literally a little pocket where the bass normally sit. We're going to start our session there, and then we're going to venture to another mark as the tide turns. Got huge spring tides in Guernsey, some of the biggest tidal ranges we get. And the low today is 0.9, and I think the highs are 10 metres tonight. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a fish or two for you today. Hope you enjoy the venture. Yeah, it's certainly nice to have a rod back in the hand. But yeah, let's get down there. So we're heading down here, guys. This could be a super good bass mark. I'll give you the show of the ground we're going to be fishing over in a second. We're about 2 minutes away from the mark, but I'd highly recommend, yeah, when the tide turns at this mark, yeah, get out there, because the tide runs super quick and you can get in trouble really quickly. The tides on the big spring tides, it's not going to wait for no one. So yeah, that's one bit of advice I could give to you. As soon as low water turns, you ain't going long before this mark fills up, that's for sure. So right down to where we're going to start our session. Yeah, so I'll give you a quick show of that tide, how quick it is running through here. Yeah, and I say super be careful, and I said it just before, but be careful when you're at marks like this, because yeah, you fall in the water or anything like that, you're going to be gone in no time. So always have your wits about you when you're on your rocks, and if we are fishing over bootless weed, really slippery stuff, so watch your footing. I'm just going to start off a little Savage Gear 15 gram in white, because yeah, the bass have been feeding on small imitation fish recently, so we're going to chuck this in that little gutter, hopefully find a fish or two. Right, let's get a cast out with the Savage Gear lure. That tide is absolutely zipping out. Just a big hollow here, got loads of weed and just patches of weed, sand, just with pinnacles of heads. I'd expect to see a fish lurking there with the tide pouring. Only using a small lure as well, so oh, it's touching the bottom. It's very shallow in here, but yeah, as I said, there's a big trough in the middle, and the bass can just sit there and wait for any little bait fish to come over the top and absolutely slam it. That's the theory anyway. Hopefully we can put it into action and find a fish. If anyone knows, does bass fishing, a bit of running tide normally holds fish. Hopefully that's the case today. Just a nice steady retrieve, nothing too fast. You can bring in a twitch if you want to it, that's totally up to you. I might just move up that a little bit more, just cast beyond that head there, I think. So guys, we had absolutely no luck at that last spot, which I was very surprised, but I've come literally about 2 minutes around the corner to another mark. I've yeah, done a kayak in the past, but we're a little bit rushed for time now because it's literally bang on low water. So yeah, we're not going to have too long on this rock that I want to get to, but yeah, hopefully we can find at least a fish. We've got quite a bit of time, probably got a couple of hours fishing still, so we've got 2 hours with the flood of the tide. So yeah, just enjoy being out really. Just nice to have that sea air in the lungs again. So it's all about relaxing and enjoying it. It's nice to catch, but it's nice to be out as well. I'm just blasting out a Pachinko carbot now, a bow, 140. Yeah, no signs of any bass at this location yet either, to be honest. Very slow. Tide's just turned, so yeah, I'm scoping this area with a Pachinko, see if we get anything off the top. maybe that little bit of extra noise on the top might entice the fish. We've got a few locations we can try on the way back as well, so hopefully that splash on the surface might indicate a fish. The tide don't seem to be pushing as hard here. It seems like it's slack at the moment until that tide turns a little bit more. That's what happens with the tides. You get a certain time, even on the big tides, yeah, you'll get a stage where the tide will just slacken right off, just go dead really, and then it'll spin the other way and start to chock the water again. And I think that's the stage we're in at the moment. But we'll keep persisting and hopefully it will pay off. Just fishing over a big boulder bed there, just full of kelp on the top. In my theory, the bass will be sat behind the heads there. Just twitching it like so. If you're new to the channel, to work with Pachinko, very subtle, just with twitching that lure. I think I'm going to go and try that other little spot. I think not much is happening here. And there's quite a lot of bobbers in here as well. Last time I came to this location there was hardly any, but it's that time of year when all the pots and that are out and everyone's fishing. Let's check the record. I've got a bass on. God, I've put in some effort to find this blinking fish this afternoon. I've chopped and changed lures. I've done everything. Didn't actually feel like too bad of a bass this. I don't know if it's massive, but I've been everywhere. I've been to 3-4 different marks, and finally it's come good. Right, let's get somewhere where we can land this little bass. Sorry about this, guys. It's really shallow and they dive straight into the weed around here. Where is he? Oh, we're going like a little train. Not a bad little bass, huh? Not a bad bass at all. I'll tell you that for a start, because it's been tough going. And when I mean tough going, I mean tough going. Right, I'll get some safe ground and we'll get you a show of it. Hopefully, they're going to come on the feed. So there we are, finally, one beautiful little bass. Finally, it's been a tough session. Nice gold flanks. I just had him recovering in this pool. Fallen to that Savage Gear V2. At the moment, it's just, yeah, sandy limitations that are doing the job. But yeah, it's a lovely welcome surprise bass, because I was expecting it to actually hook nothing. But maybe as that tide's starting to flow and flood, maybe it might come on the feed. Hopefully, we can get a few more. So I was going to get him unhooked. God, he wasn't coming off. There we are. Oh, pop him in the pool for a second. That's what it fell to. You're absolutely engulfed out there. That little Savage Gear V2, 15 gram sandy limitation, definitely did the business in the end to produce this lovely little sea bass. Get that line out the way. There we are. Lovely little sea bass. Probably coming in about, I don't know, 40 centimeters. Our legal size over here is 42. But this little thing will be going back. But nice to see nonetheless. Let's get this little beauty back and let's get back out there and see if there's a few more around. Right, let's get this little bass back. Look at that, that's beautiful. It's going to go a couple of seconds. We're fishing over bootlace weed here. These bass love to sit in ambush. Their prey sat in this stuff. Going to give her a couple of seconds to run the water back through her gills. Treat these fish with respect, because they are absolutely phenomenal. As you can see there, look at the colours on that. Is she ready to go? There are a couple more and she should be on her way. There she goes. Lovely job. Come on, you bazzles. Since like one bass, quite enough a little bit. They could just be running on the channel here. But I'm hoping as that tide really starts to push, the bass will come on the feed near hard, I'm hoping. There's one school in here, I hardly think there'd be more in here. Mooching around the bay. We've got another little bay the other side of us to try as well, so still plenty of area to cover. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just a big channel of sand in here, and then either side of us is just patches of kelp and bootlace weed. So the lure's coming over the top, they can hear the vibrations and they're shooting out the weed and nailing it. Whoa, it's quite clear. Ooh. We're actually on the sheltered side of the island today. Right, nice have to watch our back, we've got condor waves. Whoa! Quick, get out of there! Bloody condor waves. It comes here at a silly rate of knots and creates all these big waves. That wasn't too bad, but yeah, you get hit by one of those waves, you're going to know about it. Yeah. Lucky. Well, let's come to the other side now, just to get another little bay. That tide is really starting to fizz in now. But as you see in front of me, they're full of bootlace weed. It just drops off into sand, just the odd pinnacle of rock. I've still got that Savage Gear V2 sand eel on. I was going to try another surface there, but I just don't feel like I've got the feel like it's going to work, to be honest. I mean, the soft plastic is definitely the way to go at the moment. That could be a nice cast right behind that rock there. Nice little channel. Well, I don't know if you can see down there, you've got all that seaweed that's been sat there in the baking hot sun this afternoon, all starting to get washed into the water now. So if there's any bass in the area, they're going to come into this shallow reefy area to scope out any little bait fish that have been sat baking and are a bit docile from the heat, and it's a free pick for them. It's normally very good, this mark, later on in the year. September, October, November time, you can get some good fish out of here. I've already been and checked on the tide to see if we're alright, and we're still good for a good hour or so yet. So I'd rather check than be sorry and be stuck here for the next God knows how many hours. Yeah, another bass on. Just moved to the other side, as I said, to the bay, and we're into another bass, same lure. Shows that tide just starts pushing a little bit, eh? Oh, this is holding better. Diving for that kelp. Oh, so when you let them go in that kelp, you ain't getting them back. Giving a good scrap. Whoa. Bit better, I think. Just hop to these rocks. Whoa, sorry about that. Check that out coming in, guys. That's not a bad little bass, huh? Better than the last one. Oh, okay, buddy. Probably the same size. Just gave a hell of a cow himself. Right, I'll get in some safe ground and we'll get a little shot of it and get back out there. So we are, bass number 2, absolutely inhaled that V2 again. I just slowed my retrieve right down and he absolutely slammed that lure. That felt like a lot bigger fish than it was. He gave a hell of a scrap. Well, let's not waste any time, let's get a quick snap of it and we'll get it on its way and get back out there. So we are another lovely little bass. Beautiful dark back to this one. You can tell he's been living on the kelp. Normally when they got that really silvery top, they're living on the sand. But yeah, that's definitely a reef rock bass. Lovely to see. But yeah, let's get this one back. Let's get a few more casts out before we head home. We're on the last little show of her. She should go off nicely. Don't make that tide. There she is. Straight off down. Beautiful. Right, let's try that retrieve again. Just a nice, slow, steady retrieve. Just a little twitch, that's all it was. So I won't be staying up for too much longer, so that tide is really starting to come up now. Shows as that tide starts to push the feet, the fish really start to come in feed in these little areas. Use all the area you got. Don't just keep blindly casting at the same spot, use the whole area. Oh, there's a weed, I think. Getting excited then. Right, I'm gonna have a couple more, I think. I've managed to pick up a wind knot in my braid. I don't know if you can hear that going through the rod eyes. Yeah, because it's got the wind. So that's gonna be a cut job, and yeah, reset up. So I don't want to get a big fish and they end up snapping off because a wind knot. It's being a bit silly that, but to have a couple more, I'm going to probably make my way back. Nice to have found a couple of fish though, because to be honest I wasn't really expecting too much. I haven't really been out that much in the last couple of weeks, hence why there hasn't been any videos. But we're back on it again. Yeah, it's getting a bit of a pain, that knot. I'm not getting the distance on the cast that I want. So this probably will be my last cast. So that's going to do it for another fishing session this afternoon. Yeah, I could stay a little bit longer, but I've actually got to be somewhere, so it's nice just to come out for an hour and a half or so, just flicking a few lures. Our mark I come to more later on in the year, winter time, so it's nice to know this mark does produce bass. I had bass in the past in the summer here, but yeah, it's just not a mark I often fish. But yeah, hardly going to fish it a lot more in the future, that's for sure. That's the good old lure that did the damage. That Savage Gear V2, 15 gram. It seems like the bass are really interested in a green to white colour at the moment. Small little sandy limitations. Like I said, the surface lure is well out of the question at the moment. Yeah, it's been a struggle to find a bass off the top recently. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this little session. Like I said, I've been busy over the last few weeks. That's why there hasn't been too many videos. But there'll be a lot more coming in the near future. If you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button. And if yeah, you're considering subscribing, yeah, it'd be nice if you could do that. So that 3K is just around the corner, and I've got another channel with my son. It's actually his channel. It's FD Fishing Guernsey. So if you want to go and check that out, yeah, go and check it out on YouTube. We haven't put any videos up there yet, but yeah, we will be soon. So go and give us a subscribe on there. And I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a second channel as well. This will be the main channel, but yeah, a family channel for the two nippers and the wife when we go out fishing together. That'd be quite nice. So yeah, if you want to see that, leave a comment below if you would like to see another channel, or you just want me to stick to one. Yeah, I'm going to yeah, go and beat the tide before we get cut off, and we'll catch you next time. It's been CR Fishing Guernsey. Keep casting and catching those bass. Till next time.